Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, please do subscribe. Please do subscribe to my channel. This is the channel where you learn all things investing, finances, career, and just educational content. So please, you don't want to miss out. Please do subscribe and hope you stay. So yes guys, I am back with another video. Today I am talking about ETFs. Maybe you're just wondering what ETFs are. So ETFs, well, the full name basically is just exchange traded funds, ETFs. So ETFs, guys, EETF is actually a collection of shares, right? And this ETF, it actually gives you a diversified exposure to a certain area of market that you may be interested in. I am sure you always hear people say diversify your portfolio, right? So EETF or ETFs, guys, is just a way of diversifying your portfolio, because let's say you are in South Africa but you are interested in having exposure to markets, let's say in the USA or Australia or Switzerland, China, Russia, anyway, but it's almost impossible to own so many individual stocks, right, from those markets. And also because another thing, you might not be able to access them. So ETFs gay, it's just a way of giving you exposure, because you can buy, let's say, an ETF that tracks e-performance of, let's say, the US market, the Australian market, or Russia, China, whatsoever. Okay, and these ETFs, maybe you're asking yourself, it's okay, mbane or wenza, like who chose these ETFs? So these ETFs are actually passively managed by fund managers or experienced people, right? Abayaziko, abane knowledge, who have been in the stock market for a while. Okay, so these people, they actually pick, right, the best performing shares and group them together, right, into that single ETF. EMA ETFs, they can actually invest in stocks or in currencies, rands, or dollar, euro, whatsoever. They can also invest in bonds. They can invest like in so many things, in resources like mining companies. Okay, so with AMA ETFs, okay, guys, you buy them. I always say it's also better to buy them inside your TFSA account. If you don't know what a TFSA account, please watch my previous video where I've explained what a TFSA account is, so you can understand this one better, right? So it's better to buy your ETFs inside your tax-free savings account, so that whenever you receive your dividends or your capital gains, you are not charged any tax. But if you buy ETFs outside your tax-free savings account, hey, you will be charged at 20%, right? It takes, right? So always buy them inside your tax-free savings account. So just to elaborate more, so you can really understand and see the benefits of investing Guma ETFs, especially if you are a beginner investor. Because I usually see some beginner investors, when they start, they are confused. They want to own a lot of companies, let's say 20 companies, only to find them investing 100 rands in each company. Like, why would you do that? Because really, I feel like 50% of in 2,000 rand investment is actually better than a 50% of 100 rand investment, like really. So EETFs, as I've said, it's a collection of EMA shares. Let's say when now you are interested in the resource sector or mineral companies, like mining companies. So instead of you, let's say, I'm just making an example. Let's say there is Tungela, there is Real Bafokeng, there is Impala, there is Exaro, and there is Glencore. And when you want to own, all these five companies in your portfolio, like, why not just buy, one ETF? We do have an ETF that actually tracks the resource companies. It's actually called Satrix Resi 10, right? So instead of you buying five individual companies, you can actually buy that single ETF that actually tracks the performance of all these companies. And like when you buy that ETFs, you'll actually find because it's actually per share, it's actually cheaper than compared to, like the individual, stocks of these five companies. And also ETF, guys, is actually better in terms of risk. It is less riskier than compared to, individual stocks. Remember, your individual stocks, they are volatile because, and just anything like, even if it's on the news, politics, let's say we have accounting scandals or whatever that happened, it can actually impact your individual stocks. Let's say when you had bought, let's say one of these companies, maybe you don't know what happened, or you did not check the news, you sleep, you wake up tomorrow morning, let's say one of the company share has collapsed. Let's say maybe something happened. You wake up the following day when our company share has collapsed, and you are on a loss just like that. But with ETFs, remember, they are less riskier because they are chosen by people. Let's say one of the company that is within that, like one of the shares within the ETF, is actually not performing very well anymore. The people who are managing those ETFs can actually pick up that on time and actually remove, that company before something bad happens. So it's less, I'm not saying they're not risky, but the risk is less compared to individual stocks, right? Like, risk, it's actually less, and it's better for beginner investors who are trying to find their feet, just learning. It's better to start, with ETFs. And then as you learn how to read your statements, technical analysis, just, yeah, but then you can buy your individual, shares. Like, yeah, but nakona, I don't be a beginner. Then now you're investing 10 rand in each company. We have 10 companies. How will you manage? Because you're still trying to learn. So my ETFs, they're actually very good. I know some, they don't like them because they say, the gains, they are too small, there's minimal movement. But trust me, ETFs are actually better if you buy them in your tax-free savings account, because over the time, if you check the S&P 500, you will see that it's all, not always, but there is an upward trend. Like, they just, some ETFs, they're performing very well. So over the time, you can actually reap, benefits at tax-free if you bought them inside your tax-free savings account. Please do check my previous video about tax-free savings account. Okay, so yeah, that's basically what ETFs are like. Really, like, I am invested for my ETFs inside my tax-free savings account. I do love them. Okay, the dividends every month, not really every month, but yeah, we do receive dividends. Ashia, some you can receive dividends every month, some after 2 months quarterly. So it depends, and that's also another thing that you have to check before buying. So guys, that's what I wanted to say today. Until then, see you next time. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and just jot any questions down in the comment section below. Until then, see you next time. Bye.